How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Catching Cars. My name is Isaiah, and this right here is the key to our test vehicle today. Thanks to Skoda Germany, we have this 2021 Skoda Enyaq to test today. So of course we're going to go ahead and take this out on the Autobahn. Sadly, it is raining today, but we're going to go ahead and see what it does. Top speed is only 160 kilometers anyway, and then I'm going to come back and tell you guys what I think. Before we get going, be sure to subscribe to Catching Cars, and I will see you guys on the Autobahn. On the Autobahn now with the 2021 Skoda Enyaq. We're going to go ahead and launch it. There's no need to put it in sport mode. There's no big difference in power delivery. We're just going to go ahead and see how it goes. Not quite sure why that person didn't want to move into his lane and use his turn signal, but either way, time for my impressions on the 2021 Skoda Enyaq. So let me start off by saying I'm really a petrol head, and I love the V8 sounds, the V10 sounds. Some V6s sound really good, or inline sixes. And personally, I think it's kind of sad that we won't, or we may not have that in the future anymore. However, I have to say that these electric vehicles are really growing on me. I've driven a Tesla now, I've driven a few other hybrids that you can drive in electric mode only, and also this Skoda Enyaq. And it's just super calm, super relaxing. There's no real noise except for that little whistle you get from the, I guess from the battery, and when it delivers power, and also at slower speed you get like this little humming noise. But overall, I really like these electric vehicles, or I'm starting to like them. And as I said, they're just super quiet, very punchy off the line. Actually, this one is not as punchy as, like, of course, a Tesla or anything. I mean, it's a whole nother power figure depending on what Tesla you get, of course. But I think this one has a little bit of delay off the line. It's not as punchy as some electric vehicles, but once you hit like 20 kilometers, like anywhere between 20 kilometers and 100 kilometers, this feels super fast. I mean, you almost feel like you're in warp speed, even though it's only 204 horsepower. Above 100 kilometers, it starts to, let off a bit, and then reaching 164 on the speedo, or 160 kilometers. GPS as top speed. Yeah, kind of slow on the Autobahn, definitely, but overall I think for most people that's fast enough, and I really enjoyed just driving this overall. I have a few cars to test right now, and I prefer driving this over all of them, and I'm not even the biggest SUV fan, but this is just super comfortable, really chilled vibe. Very comfortable interior as well, nice quality. Of course, we have this infotainment system and all the, as I said before, annoying assistance systems from Volkswagen. So you have to go in the menu and turn them off each time. I mean, if you want to turn them off, of course I do, because they're just very sensitive and annoying. And so I do that each time I get into the vehicle, which is really a pain. I've driven a few cars lately, like a Mazda 3 and a 5 Series BMW, that had a simple button to just turn off all the annoying assistance systems. I think that would really do the trick here in the Skoda, because you have this button here on the steering wheel, but that's just to set the speed limiter or adaptive cruise control, to set up which one you want to use. So either way, a very nice, comfortable, roomy SUV. Everybody I've picked up in this has said, wow, it's super quiet, super nice to ride in. Of course, with electric vehicles, we have the problem of range. I was able to get about 400 kilometers of range if you go really slow, I guess below 120, or right around 100 kilometers an hour. If you go above that, the range drops significantly. I found myself cruising at 120 kilometers an hour most of the time with this, getting right around 380 kilometers of range, somewhere around that mark. and then of course you have to go ahead and charge it. I've had a bit of trouble with some of the charging stations here in Germany. A lot of them were broke or weren't as fast as they were supposed to be. And now, of course, more and more people are getting electric vehicles, so then you have charging stations that are just, you know, packed, and you have lines of cars waiting to charge, which is unfortunate and kind of annoying. But I think once we get that sorted out and maybe find a way to actually charge these things quicker, or maybe just replace the battery, I've heard of some rumors of that, I think these electric vehicles are actually quite fun. So overall, I can definitely recommend this Enyaq. It's just overall a really nice vehicle, as I said, and it suits its purpose. It does what it's supposed to do. Feels very punchy, as I said, between 20 and 100. So in the city, you just almost feel like you have superpowers. You're pretty much able to keep up with anybody just because of that instant torque that you have. Of course, going faster, that doesn't make a big difference here. Yeah, it doesn't feel that fast above 120 kilometers an hour. Either way, we're gonna go ahead and end the video there. Be sure to subscribe for more videos coming. Leave a comment down below if you want to, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.